Unlimited drink all day long. Hey, what's going on everybody? Rick here, and today's video is all about the Coke Freestyle Cups, the machines, the location, the pricing, maybe some special flavors. And as far as the locations are concerned, I think I'm going to divide this video up by worlds. I'll get to the pricing of the Freestyle Cups when I run across a sign for it. I would like to make note that the Court of the Moon, which is what the front of the theme park is called, no Coke Freestyle machines. However, in the Other Worlds Mercantile, they are selling a very fancy Coke Freestyle Cup. Much fancier than the one I brought with me to reactivate. The Mercantile has a very fancy Coca-Cola Freestyle souvenir tumbler. Drink all day for $49.49. This here, it's like one of those Stanley Cups. But I would like to point out that if you previously purchased a Freestyle Cup from like Islands of Adventure or Universal Studios Florida, you can still have those reactivated here and use them here at Epic Universe. Right across the way from the Atlantic restaurant, there's this little kiosk here. They are selling the cups like my regular Coke Freestyle Cup for $20.22. Now, they do not have a refill station there, but the cups are available for purchase there. Now, if you already own this cup or any other Coke Freestyle Cup, the reactivation charge is $12 per day. But where are the Coke Freestyle machines? There's two inside of Super Nintendo World. Let's take the warp pipe to their locations. Toadstool Cafe has Coke Freestyle machines. Here they are, but there is no specialty flavor for Super Nintendo World. The other Coke Freestyle location here in Super Nintendo World is right before you get to the Donkey Kong Country portal. To your right, this little alcove is home to the Coke Freestyle machines. Right over there. I like it because it's in the shade. You get a little countertop as well. But again, there's no special flavor for Super Nintendo World. Moving on to Dark Universe, the village of Darkmoor. But don't worry, I will show you Celestial Park, but we'll do that one last. Dark Universe has two locations for the Coke Freestyle machines, plus it has a special flavor. Das Steakhouse has 5 Coke Freestyle machines. It was kind of dark in there, so I didn't get a drink yet. But if we walk all the way through the village, past Frankenstein Manor, here we have the Lacey's Cottage, home to 4 Coke Freestyle machines. First thing to notice about these, they're wrapped. They have a skin on them to make them look like they are wooden. And then in the right-hand corner, we can see the specialty flavor, the Screaming Berry. Now, I think it's impossible for you to tell, but there is a red color to the Screaming Berry, which, you know, I'm sure Dracula appreciates. And let's give it a try. Kind of a strawberry taste, I think. That was delicious. Kind of like a strawberry Fanta, I would say. So you're probably wondering about the time frame, how often you can refill and use that Coke Freestyle Cup. Every 10 minutes. The Coke Freestyle machine will let you know how long it is until your next refill. Like if I were to set it down now and try to get another drink, it would probably tell me, oh, your next refill in 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Something like that. And when I say tell me, I don't mean that it's going to speak to me. I would read the message on the screen. It's not a haunted Coke machine. Leaving Dark Universe and Darkmoor Village, we come upon the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, which does not participate in the Coke Freestyle machines. I mean, think about it. Have you ever seen in the movies Ron, Harry, or Hermione order a Coca-Cola or a Fanta? No, mainly butterbeer. Or maybe some pumpkin juice or something like that, but not a Coke. Theming wise, you just can't pull off the Coke Freestyle machines in the Wizarding World. The Isle of Burke. You maybe have never seen Hiccup or Astrid order a Coca-Cola, but there's 3 spots in here for Coke Freestyle machines. Let me show them to you. Once you enter the aisle, you want to veer to the right to the Spitfire Grill. Once you reach the Spitfire Grill, to the left, 4 Coke Freestyle machines right over here. And they too have a wrap where it looks like they're wooden. And they have a specialty drink. It's called the Dragon Splash. Ooh, it's kind of green. Let's give this one a try. This green soda may not be a Mountain Dew, but it's akin to a Mountain Dew. Kind of get that vibe from it. I don't know if you've noticed, but when I've gotten the specialty drinks, there is a 0-calorie, 0-sugar option of each one. The main restaurant in the Isle of Burke is Mead Hall, a quick service restaurant. As such, it has Coke Freestyle machines inside. 4 Coke Freestyle machines in here, again wrapped to look like they're made of wood, and they too have the Dragon Splash. Hooligan's Grog and Gruel, home to those famous mac and cheese cones, also home to 3 Coke Freestyle machines. Here's one thing I should not forget to mention to you. The Coke Freestyle machines, they do have a water button. You do not need a Coke Freestyle cup to get the water. The water in those are free. If you bring your own like collapsible cup, or you can ask any counter service place for a plastic cup, and you can just use those to get the free water. You don't have to buy or pay for the water out of those machines. Personally, I always carry these collapsible silicone cups to get free water out of those Coke Freestyle machines. I will leave a link to these in the description box. I don't want you paying for water, okay? Use these. Now I can start showing you the Coke Freestyle machines in the center of the park, Celestial Park, and the funny thing is, the first one is right outside of Burke. At this little kiosk, there are 2 Coke Freestyle machines. And Celestial Park does have a special flavor, which I will show you at a different location that doesn't have such a glare on the Coke Freestyle machine. Reverse. Now we're going counterclockwise around to show you the Celestial Park Coke Freestyle machines. Meteor Astro Pub is a quick service restaurant and bar, so it will have the machines. It has 2 on that side of the bar and 2 on the other side of the bar. The specialty drink is the Celestial Spritz. Let's give it a try. Okay, let's give this one a try. So you saw when it was coming out, it was orange. I don't get an orange flavor. It tastes more like a ginger ale to me. Now on the back side of Astro Pub, which is right there, and also very near the portal for Harry Potter, is a Coke Refreshment Center, which has 4 Coke Freestyle machines. Since we are in Celestial Park right now, it has the Celestial Spritz as its specialty flavor. Walking around the park, we've come pretty much halfway, as there is the Helios Grand Hotel, and next to it we have the Blue Dragon Restaurant, which is a full service restaurant, so it will not have Coke Freestyle machines. Only the quick service restaurant has those. So let's keep walking counterclockwise around Celestial Park. And we come upon the Frosty Moon. That side of the Frosty Moon has the machines. 3 of them in fact, and they are wrapped with a celestial wrap. But if we leave those machines there and walk this way, we're gonna run into the Oak and Star Tavern, a quick service restaurant. So it's gonna have Coke Freestyle machines. It has 3 to the left of the entry. And we can see it has a special Oak and Star Tavern wrap on these machines. Here's the entrance. Go left for the ones that I just showed you, or go right for a few more. These are right next to the restroom. All of them have the celestial spritz. All right, walking away from the Oak and Star Tavern, let's find our next set of Coke Freestyle machines. Pizza Moon, quick service, counter service restaurant, however you want to phrase it. So, of course, it is home to Coke Freestyle machines. Just to the left of this crazy pizza oven, 5 Coke Freestyle machines right there. And those were the last Coke Freestyle machines I have to show you. But where in the world are all the lockers? This video right here is going to show you.